And we're live.
Hello.
It's us.
Nope, I did it again.
Well, that's all right. We're alive. We're live. We just talked about Final Fantasy for 3 hours, and it's like an hour and 15 or something.
God, don't tell me that, because I will talk about Final Fantasy for 3. All right. Greetings.
Hello.
Welcome back to Morbid Mondays, your unhinged source for what the fuck moments throughout history, where we will take turns giving you a weekly tour through all of the gross, gory, and downright moments in history. We're your hosts. I'm Katie.
I'm Brian.
All right.
That was perfect.
Yeah, I know, because I had the script right in fucking front of me. Been fumbling it for weeks, and I just said, you know what? No.
So what are we talking about today? Now that we've explored everything else under the sun.
Yeah. We're all over the place. So I told you that I scrapped my OG Morbid Monday idea last night.
Yeah.
For this one, right?
Okay.
Because there was some fuckery that went down in 1904. Fuckery, I tell you.
Yeah.
Fuckery.
There's fuckery afoot.
There was, 'twas indeed, sir. Much fuckery afoot. So in 1904 is when our story takes place, and I shall tell you that it has to do with the Summer Olympics in 1904.
Oh shit!
This would have been the third Olympics
in
modern history.
Chicago?
Very close. It was originally supposed to be in Chicago, but they got elbowed out by the World's Fair.
That's right. Because they built the track and everything, but they didn't actually do it. Some dick walked backwards or something for a long time.
Dude.
I don't know.
There was this entire story is like bug fuck crazy. Like, I was reading this and was like, there's no possible way this is true. This is Google like AI fever dream. And it fucking turns out that this is in fact true. Because I went and found a whole bunch of newspaper articles about it. I found an article in the Smithsonian and one place called WashU.
Washington?
The website said WashU, and I originally read it as Washu.
It has to be Washington University.
I guess. I hope so.
Because I went to UMass.
I went to fucking not Yu Yu Hakusho, Tenshi Muyo. It was like little Washu has a website. What's going on?
I'm gonna grow up to be a ship.
You're gonna do something. Okay. 1904. Ahem. It is the third official Olympics in the new century, as it were. It is also the first time that the Olympics are being held outside of Europe, because it's the first time that the U.S. will be hosting the Olympics.
Right. The rebirth, the first one was probably Athens.
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You are correct.
And then what? The next one would be a winter?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Usually it's winter, summer.
I did so much research for this that I have already data dumped about half of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I wrote down what I needed, and all of the extraneous stuff is just kind of flittered away. So you know the story of
the Games of Apollo,
and kind of you know the marathon is kind of like the torch and the lighting of the torch, and the story behind all of that. The legend of the marathon, right?
Yeah, it's the so it was a man running from Marathon. He ran from Marathon to Athens to inform about the battle.
Athens to Sparta and back
Athens
again.
to Sparta and back. That's right. Yeah, for the Battle of Marathon.
Correct. Against the Persians.
Yeah,
because it's always the Persians for some reason.
Twice. Well, because Greeks built a colony. They had a lot of colonies around it, but they were encroaching on Persian territory. There were some fights, and that caused a beef that went out of control with Darius and then later Xerxes.
Yep.
And leading to the shirtless men making a stand at Thermopylae.
And fucking Eva Green as the king's sister.
Yeah, I
will watch anything with Eva Green in it.
I I was having a hard time fucking remembering what the marathon was, and I was like, I know this story. What the fuck? Because the
So
length of the marathon is how far he ran,
24 miles.
and then he cried Nike, and then
Victory.
fucking died. Yeah, like
Correct. Good
Yeah.
job, Bryce. So I wrote the whole myth down just in case you didn't remember.
I remembered it
Um,
for whatever reason. Like you were turning words inside out, and I fucking forgot the story of marathon. Apparently,
So the story that most of us know of
Yeah.
like the legend of Marathon is from a poem from 1879.
nice.
BT dubs. Don't ask me the author of that poem anymore. That's gone. I knew it 4 hours ago.
That's all good. If you looked up Battle of Marathon or Marathon poem, it would probably come up.
It's probably a Henry or a Michael or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. But yeah, so the Dippities. Ooh, I had to them Greek names.
Yeah, sometimes they get. Sometimes they're really simple, and then sometimes it's just like the Mistadiaces, and you're just
yes,
like,
and
what?
what? Did you sneeze in the
Yeah.
middle? Them Greeks be wildin' with their names.
Yeah.
So the story that most of us know is the messenger Pheidippides.
Pheidippides nut. Now,
So it's the messenger Pheidippides being sent from Athens to Sparta to ask for help at the Battle of Marathon. And of course, the Spartans are like, stars, can't do it. We'll catch you on the full moon.
yeah,
We want to help. So basically, the Spartans are like, we want to help. We can't until the stars are aligned. And Pheidippides is like, fuck, fine. So he's running back and he runs into Pan in the mountains and he's like, we need help. The Persians are going to smash us. And Pan is like, yo, I'll help you if you worship me.
Oh,
Deal?
okay.
Deal. And Pheidippides is like, fuck, yes, absolutely. So he runs to Marathon, fights in the battle. Miraculously, the Greeks win. And Pheidippides is like, fuck, I'm the only one fast enough, so I gotta go back to Athens now. And he runs into Athens and he hits the big senatorial building where everybody is. And he's like, victory, we won. And then promptly dies.
Yeah. It's his heart just fucking gives out. And in reality, they land and they get off the ships and then they get sandwiched as they have a D-Day moment where they're trying to offload onto the beach of Marathon as the Greeks just sandwich them right back into the ocean. Yeah, like
that was probably the reality of it.
Yeah.
And to be perfectly honest, the only like historical evidence we have comes from Herodotus, which was 30 to 40 years afterwards.
Yeah.
Who like gathered all of the data from eyewitness reports, and that's the best we got. And the rest of it is kind of become historical myth.
Yeah, because it was probably dolled up a little bit. I give a lot of credit to Herodotus because he was like one of the first real historians.
He was trying, man.
Yeah, he was trying, and also he had access to a lot of stuff that would have been common knowledge in that day because it would have been, if nothing else, these people's parents.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like,
at the very least, like you're gonna have like secondary. Well, my father always talked about blah.
yeah, it might be a little dressed up.
Yeah.
But when you look at Greeks versus basically anyone in the Bronze Age, where the numbers are pretty equal, the Greeks kind of smashed them.
Yeah, the Greeks were also like terribly clever
and had thick fucking ass armor. Had more like
Yes.
bronze than anyone else, and yeah. So
in 1896, the first of the modern Olympics is held in Athens, obviously, because it's the Olympics.
yeah,
man.
sure, yeah.
But the idea to honor Pheidippides and the impossible battle won came about from a I can't remember the word for it, but he basically studies the language around history and myths. The guy's name is either Michael or Michel Brial because he's very, very French.
Ah, okay, cool.
And as a nod to the Greek history and the Greek myth of that, came about the marathon.
Nice.
Because you're already in Athens, you might as well.
Yeah,
everybody knows this story. And so they decide to do the marathon and make it like a base part of the Olympic Games and shit. Long story, very, very short. After some debate and arguing, the marathon gets inducted in as basically the opening act for the Olympics. It's kind of, I know that most of us are very familiar with, like, that long marathon in of passing the torch and lighting the thing, and
Yeah.
it's changed a bit over the years.
Yeah, they used to play Chariots of Fire every year, like dun 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 dun, like that.
Cute.
Ali put it in one year, and then some of they would light. The coolest one I ever saw was they would light a bow and arrow,
Yeah, I
a
remember
fire
that.
arrow, and they shot in the Atlanta Olympics. They shot it into the thing. It was super fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Olympics has changed a lot over the years. We now in modernity, I recognize it as a big event with like trained athletes. Like it is an event, especially if that city is hosting the Olympics. It's considered one of the highest honors.
Yeah.
Like I remember many of the Olympics, especially like when they were held in the US, as like that city like, puffed out their chest in pride,
Yeah,
you
sure.
know?
There
But
was in the Atlanta one, it was like the Superdome, and
yeah.
yeah,
Now, in 1904, or rather I guess I should say in 1900, the US put in a bid to host the Olympics. Now, this would have been the first time that the Olympics were held outside of Europe. And boy, let me tell you, the US came in like big dick money bags and just threw down an absurd amount of money. I want to say it was like 100,000
which is a dumb amount of money in 1900.
in 1900. $100,000. I looked up the conversion rate, and it is roughly 3.5 million,
God damn.
which is
Just a little tip.
an absurd amount of money. And two cities fought over hosting the Olympics: Chicago and St. Louis, Missouri. Now, Chicago.
Sorry. I already know where this is going.
Chicago eventually won the bid by virtue of just being Chicago. I mean, we got a pope from Chicago.
Yeah.
Y'all know how this goes.
Yeah, it would have been at the time like one of America's, well, even today, I think it's still like the fourth largest city in the country.
Uh-huh.
And so,
Now, Chicago was also hosting something else at the time:
yeah,
the World Trade Fair.
a success, a resounding
Oh,
success.
yes. Now, given
Yeah.
the time period, we right now accept the Olympics as being his OMG event, right? At the time, the Olympics was just kind of meh.
Yeah, there's only been 3 of them, right? It
Yeah.
was probably something well,
Now, what else was going on in 1904?
in 1904,
1904.
the rapid colonization of Africa.
Okay,
Um,
correct.
So Europeans are getting ready to fight. They have not started fighting, but there's a lot of like minor border disputes, especially in the Balkans, and that's gonna get bad here pretty soon.
So, what's going on? What's in full swing in 1904 when all of this, like when the Olympics is, trying to do the thing, is the Japanese-Russo War.
Oh shit, I forgot. I was so focused on Europe.
Yeah, come on, weeb.
Yes, Port Arthur.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah, the Russians are getting their ass kicked by a little island nation that nobody thought would, yeah.
So, the Japanese-Russo War is going on, and the Olympics is happening in the US. And the World Trade Fair Organization looked Chicago dead in the fucking face and said, "You want to host something else while we're going on? No. Fix your shit." And Chicago went, "Fuck, all right, fine. Hey, St. Louis, you want this?" And St. Louis went, "Yeah. Yeah, we want this. Gib. Grab your hands. Gib. So the Olympics got elbowed out of Chicago and sent to St. Louis, who was wildly unprepared to host the goddamn Olympics.
Because St. Louis, the big thing they've got going on right now is you can take a bus here to anywhere west.
Yeah.
We've got corn, St. Louis.
And St. Louis is hard to get to at this point, because think about where St. Louis is.
Yeah.
St. Louis, Missouri is very far inland.
You get there by like fucking boat or train.
Yeah.
And because like for the longest part in American history, it is just that. You go there to go somewhere else.
So,
like,
lol. So,
yeah, like it sucks, but it is what it is.
You're absolutely right.
Like,
and on top of there being an actual like fight happening, like a war happening, half of Europe is like, nah, bruh, we're sitting this one out. No thanks.
yeah.
So the Olympics they're already kind of meh popular, and then like half of Europe is like, nah, we're good.
Yeah, everybody's
We'll catch you when it comes back over the pond. No thanks.
everybody's real concerned about a lot of shit going on worldwide. Like as Germany is attempting to make itself into a Germany.
Yeah.
And also because they're not not right now, and like they're becoming what we would now call Germany. And then Japan is trying to show that it's a world power, so it's becoming an empire.
I'm also deeply amused that the World's Fair elbowed the Olympics out.
It's pretty good.
Twice.
Yeah.
Because they did it in 1900 in Paris, and that was also a shit show for the Olympics. And then they did it again.
But again, a great
here.
World's Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all of that nonsense aside, there were only 120 non-U.S. participants in the 1904 Summer Olympics. I want you to consider that number.
How many?
120 non-U.S. participants.
That's wild.
Ask me how many U.S. participants there were. Do it.
How many?
526.
Good God.
So when anybody, any like America gets all up in arms about the 1904 Olympics, tell them to shut the fuck up because we had the majority participants.
A rigged game.
Basically,
if you lose, you're just like, God, who the fuck else was playing this game?
I literally wrote down all of the numbers because I was like, there's no fucking what? Australia sent 3 people. Austria sent 2. Canada, our literal upstairs neighbors, sent 56.
Sure. Yeah, because it's within distance for them.
Cuba sent 3.
Boxers.
France sent exactly 1. Germany sent 22. Great Britain, our parents, sent 3.
That's awesome.
Greece sent 14. Hungary, 4. Norway, 2. South Africa, 8.
Now that's a fucking trip.
South Africa?
Yeah. That's in 1904.
Yeah. And Switzerland sent 2.
Sure.
Those were all of the countries that participated. And if you add all of those numbers up, as I did, at 5 a.m. this morning, you get 120.
That is wild. I'm really surprised that, I'm not super surprised because the Olympics have been, reborn at this time period, but that Greece has so many people in.
14, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All wrestlers. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I happen to know that one of the people sent from Cuba was a runner. Because he's valid to this story.
That's awesome. And I would assume a boxer, just because the Cuban boxing tradition is. Well,
he was buddy with all the boxers.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
So like the boxers were like, "Hey, come stay with us," because this fucking guy. We'll get there.
All right.
So the 19.
So he said, "See you in St. Louis," and then he got on a. That's a theater joke. Sorry.
Phone. Phone was in my lap and just went off. So in 1904, the Olympic Committee, the people in charge of the Olympics, because they had just been passed off from Chicago to St. Louis, and all of them were like, "Oh my God, we weren't expecting to be in charge of something this big." Also, can we skip the marathon? We don't want to do the marathon.
Yeah, just be running through a cornfield or some shit. But to be fair to St. Louis, St. Louis at this time should have also a bunch of cattle yards. So they have open space at least.
They really didn't want to do the marathon. They really did not want to do the marathon. And I know this because I tracked the weird chain of command all the way back to some mook, some asshole named, where'd I put his name? Where'd I put his name?
I don't know.
I put his name here. Where the fuck are you? Sullivan is his last name.
Oh, okay.
His middle initial is E. There it is. James E. Sullivan. James E. Sullivan kind of gets put in charge, quote unquote, of this marathon. This guy is a sadistic prick. Hold, please. I broke Brian.
The look on your face right now was just like you did that, and you're just like, look, this motherfucker.
I got the full Master Chief knife hand going on. Like my military upbringing is showing real hard right now. Because I'm like, this bitch.
So what was he? Like a French Foreign Legion guy? Or what? Like, what's going on?
Well, he was a closet white supremacist.
Oh, well, that's like 1904 America.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of them around.
So they put this guy in charge of the marathon, right? And
they all still live in Kansas. No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking. Going fucking hard on St. Louis.
We love you, St. Louis.
We love you, St. Louis.
Listen, one of my favorite fictional people lives in St. Louis. So shout out to Dresden.
Does he really?
Yeah, St. Louis.
That's crazy.
That's his city.
City of Magic.
The building was on fire, and for once, it wasn't my fault.
All right. So what about Sullivan?
So this asshole gets put in charge of like the marathon part of it, and he's like, I am gonna do some twisted fucking shit because I'm an asshole. I can't follow his line of reasoning. I really can't. I tried. I looked it up, right? Like, I looked up this motherfucker's Wikipedia, and I tried to go look for, like, more information on him, and largely, it is just a general consensus of this man was an inconsequential asshole.
So what did he do? What?
Are you prepared for this?
Yeah, I think so.
Now to get into the meat potatoes of this ridiculous fuck-ass story. The marathon. Jesus Christ. Now, marathons as we know them are very organized.
Yeah, sure.
Very safe. Like they are meticulously plotted and planned. And I have a friend, Jessie. I mention her often because I talk to her all the time. Who runs marathons for fun. I don't know what's wrong with her, but I love her anyway. You ain't gonna catch me running unless somebody's chasing me, and even then, do I have a weapon?
Yeah.
So,
they're usually like, I mean, I've done some quarters and stuff, and like normally, the roads are kind of blocked off. There's people standing there with water, all kinds of stuff.
Yes, exactly, exactly that.
Yeah, they're extremely
safe,
planned,
very regulated, very planned. The road that this asshole set up to be the marathon course wasn't even paved.
Yeah, sure.
It was a dirt fucking road.
Because they're in St. Louis.
It was a dirt road.
yeah.
A dirt road. And it wasn't even properly blocked off. Like the whole marathon route was left open to the public. So our marathon runners are like dodging traffic.
Oh, this is roads. In the city.
You know, it's a country back road, but he picked I cannot get into this man's head as I can with most villains. Because it is both conniving and real fucking stupid.
So what is it? I mean, like,
so it's dirt roads. They're not blocked off. So like there are people, are 32 participants. By the way, 32 people showed up to run this race. Our 32 participants are dodging traffic that isn't like, you know, the pace cars and handlers and, you know, the actual like race people.
Yeah, these are just cars, like people coming in and out.
Livestock, randos. Like there's no rhyme or fucking reason to any of this. And I cannot stress to you enough, it is a dirt road.
Yeah.
Brian,
So what? So here's how I'm thinking of it. Right.
Okay.
All right. So I'm thinking that he would just pick a stretch that was long enough for a marathon.
24 miles.
Right. And outside of the city of St. Louis in 1904 is corn.
Yeah, all right. So
like
I can
that's
see
it.
where you're getting with that,
Yeah.
but like here, the part that I'm about to tell you is what's gonna push you over into like the brain space that I'm in.
Because you're stressing the dirt part real hard, and I'm like, what is happening to these roads?
What happens to a dirt road when you walk, run, or drive on it? You kick up dust.
Yeah, sure.
You and I live in a city country area where like we're very used to dirt roads.
Yeah.
Like, we know that when you drive on a dirt road, you leave a dust trail behind you. And it's not just like dust. It is the kind of fine particulate that gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay? And they're running a marathon on this, which means that there are several pace cards ahead of them with like race officials, medics, general people that need racy things, and in cars ahead of the runners. So all of these runners are running into this fine dust.
And these are like fucking Model Ts. So they're kicking up shit everywhere.
Old cars. Yeah. On top. So there's the dirt road dust that I don't know how to explain it to people that don't drive on or experience dirt roads.
It's a tiny sandstorm.
Yes.
It's a tiny sandstorm. They don't last very long, but it goes up in the air like that.
If you live in if you don't live in a country area, we have dirt roads that when you drive on them, particularly when it's been dry, it kicks up this very fine, I want to call it silt.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The best descriptor I have.
It's clay.
That like 2 days later when you blow your nose, your snot is like dirt road red.
Yeah.
Because that all of that dirt stays in your mucous membranes.
Because it's red clay.
And now, imagine you are a marathon runner behind one of these fucking cars. You are running into a dirt storm.
And also because it's 1904, like smoke.
And the exhaust, yeah.
How many cars are it? It's just one, or is it
several? It is a pack. And these runners are like the cars are before and aft. And then they have like things on the side, and that alone is infuriating.
Mud flaps were not a thing at the time either.
Here's the thing that's about to piss you off. Our boy, James E. Sullivan, sadistic, white supremacist asshole, has decided that he is going to run an experiment on these runners who have not consented to this.
Okay.
Are you prepared?
Sure.
Are you?
Not really, but let's do it anyways.
He's running an experiment on intentional dehydration.
Okay. To find out what?
He hypothesizes that you can dehydrate an athlete to make them perform better.
Nope, that's not how that works.
At all.
That is, in fact, the entire thesis of Gatorade. Like, it's the opposite, actually.
And honestly, throughout history, medically speaking, like even through the dark woo ages of medicine.
Yeah, all wars were fought on the availability of water.
Yes.
Every single conflict that has ever happened has fought on the availability of water and the ability to move food. One
of the oldest pieces of knowledge that we have is that a man can survive without water for 3 days.
And that is like semi-ideal.
Yeah.
Right? We get that out of like regular use of a man in like the 1950s. Like a regular, you sweat a little bit, you're working, you go home, all that kind of shit.
These are marathon runners.
Right. They're not.
Now, let me also give you another infuriating nodule of information. It's the Summer Olympics.
In the Midwest.
In the Midwest.
So it's 90 degrees outside.
And they ran this marathon at 3 p.m.
Well, at least it's not noon to 2.
Brian.
Yeah.
My dearest brother. my mental twin. What time are marathons normally run?
Usually, fucking ass crack of dawn.
Why?
Because it's cooler outside. Like,
And low.
and also,
Common sense.
it also takes a long time to run a marathon, so
Yeah.
you want daylight.
Yeah.
Theoretically, you end around noon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Olympics.
So they
3
finish
p.m.
at night? Like,
evening, but 3 p.m. high summer, St. Louis. It's literally 90 degrees
yeah.
on a dirt road. And now this motherfucker wants to add his own twisted little experiment to it of I'm going to dehydrate them all.
And there's skeeters, too.
Oh, yeah, and mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And general pests.
Yeah, DEET has not been invented yet. We learned that from our Screwworms episode.
Fucking screwworms.
Yeah. I know. They're around right now.
Infuriating. Anyway, so a marathon, as I have just explained, is 24 miles long. Usually 24 and some change. Because, like, they do this weird thing right at the end where they, like, tack on 1,500 meters.
Yeah, because it was well, like you said, it was like Sparta to Athens. So like they have an approximate measurement.
Yeah. So 24 miles. James E. Sullivan. I'm so pissed at him, and I'm call him by his government name the whole time. He gonna stay in trouble. I'm from the South. Sets up a single water station for this entire marathon.
Right at the beginning.
At mile 12.
Oh, right in the middle. Okay.
Right smack in the middle. And proceeds to send out all of his correspondence to the various runners' handler teams or whoever coaches, whatever they had, to make sure that their runners stay in compliance of what is it? Is it intentional or hang on. He used a word for it.
It's got to be something silly ass, like because this is 1904, so it's people used to write books with these crazy ass long titles and would just kind of make up words.
Purposeful dehydration.
That's not as fancy as I thought it was.
No, it's just stupid.
Purposeful dehydration.
Purposeful dehydration.
Couldn't he have just done this on the sprinters? You know what I mean?
Like the people that now granted they had doctors and stuff in the pace cars with them kicking up dirt on the dirt roads.
Yeah, but they didn't have like IVs.
No,
So,
no, they didn't. You are correct.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's the whole thing is just fucking nuts. Okay, I can close this page because I don't need it. All right. So at mile 12, they have a singular water station. And it's not a water station as we would understand it because we now understand that people coming in from other places don't have the same like
microbiome or tolerances that we
So it's all bottled water or it's all distilled water for them. He was using a ground well.
Oh, they're going to shit themselves.
Of the 32.
Yeah. Yeah. This is why, a quick break on this. This is actually what happens to people when they go to Mexico.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, so the food's got poop. No, it's
the water.
not. It's the water.
It's the water.
It's
that
not
used
poop.
To the regular.
Yeah, it's that it's got lime in it.
Yeah.
It's highly limed water, and in some places, and you drink it, and your system's not used to it, and it flushes you out.
Literally, that's all it is.
Yeah, that's
you're
what
not
happens.
ill. You don't have dysentery.
It's also what Topo Chico does that to you from time to time. It's mineral water.
And honestly, Topo Chico, anytime that your stomach's upset, Topo Chico.
Yeah.
So, and if you can find the lime ones specifically, you're set.
That's why it does what it does.
It's amazing. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
This has been your advice from Texas.
All right, so we've got guys drinking well water, which in the area is probably maybe sulfurous. I'm trying to think. I've never had the water from that area. It's sulfurous down here. It's sulfurous in Florida. I don't know what the water is like. I know it's not, unless people make a lot of whiskey there, it's not charcoal water. So like,
no. I'm not sure. I didn't look that part up. I was
Yeah.
I was enraged while I was reading all of this because if you'll notice, there are several
Yeah.
pages. We're already 3 pages deep in my notes, and there's 4 more to go.
But so we've got dehydrated people drinking water that they're probably not used to, and it's probably maybe even a little bit like dirty because well water, right?
Well, water needs filtering. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
You anyway. So, singular water station, 90-degree heat, mile 12. This race began with 32 men running it. Only 14 will finish it.
Damn.
So, let me,
And then at the end they'll fight each other all fucking Highlander style.
bruh.
Like
I'll be perfectly honest with you. Absolutely none of the people that made it to the finish line were in any kind of condition to do anything.
So walk me through this. What happens in the
So Sullivan instructs all of the handlers and such not to give their runners water while on the marathon until they get to the water station, right? And that is unheard of. And by mile 10, most of the runners had dropped out in some way, shape, form, or fashion. From the general condition, the forced dehydration, and I started this and I didn't give any trigger warnings at all.
That's all right. It's probably not going to be nothing too crazy.
I'm going to keep it relatively clean. But he instructed all of the handlers to give them sponges with distilled water in them.
Okay.
To basically like undust their mouths. And if the runners required anything, there was this tincture of egg whites, brandy, and strychnine.
He gave them poison eggnog?
Apparently.
Is he Krampus? What the fuck? And strychnine is a crazy way to end a sentence.
You're welcome. Because I read that and went, what? Knock me all the way English. What? Yeah, I know. Rat poison.
That's crazy.
You and I.
Here's a Cadbury. Now die. Jesus Christ.
Apparently, because I had to look this up because I had to verify it, right? Like, trust but verify.
Yeah.
Strychnine in minuscule doses is a stimulant, and in the like absolute tiny micro doses, it was basically to help the body push through. First of all, you shouldn't need to. Conditions were.
And also, like, that's some crank shit, right? Like, that's some kind of stuff we used to do.
Well, yeah, like, now we understand that, like, any Olympian caught, like, what is it, doping?
Yeah. Or using PEDs, as they call them.
Using any sort of performance enhancing thing.
Yeah.
Immediately gets yeeted and, like, forever shamed.
Yeah.
But apparently it was totally, like, fine and legit in 1904.
Well, everybody was doing coke.
Yeah, you got ghosts in your blood. Do cocaine.
Yeah, like that's.
Here's some strychnine. Fuck, what? So yeah.
Jesus Christ.
This race goes on, and the majority of the runners drop out for various reasons of exhaustion and
strychnine
stuff.
Like,
and one runner, and I'm only gonna mention 3 runners. There were about 7 I could have picked and chosen from.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give you 3, and I only really remember 4. I'm gonna give you 4, and I only really remember 3 of their names. So I'm sorry for this first gentleman whose name I've completely blitzed from my memory. But this runner, I don't know what country he was from anymore, and I don't even remember this poor man's name. But he collapsed on the marathon route. And the only reason that this man survived the marathon is because a bystander picked him up when he watched this man cough up a glot of blood and took him to a hospital.
Whoa.
The dust that was being kicked up from the runners, the vehicles, all of the anything on this road had caked his esophagus, his lungs, and the lining of his stomach and ruptured it. It was acting like sandpaper as he was continuing to try to continue. He was continuing on, attempting to run this marathon, and the lining of his stomach, it was either the lining of his stomach or the lining of his lungs, and I want to say it was the lining of his stomach, had ruptured.
Is that, like, this is the kind of stuff that I normally would associate with lime dust? And that's what's crazy.
So all of the pictures that I found of this route are all in black and white, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but the dust, the ground, the dirt that they're running on looks dark. It looks like ours.
Okay.
So I'm not sure because there is no color in it, so I can't say that it is clay as we would recognize it. But that's what it looks like in the pictures.
That's fucking crazy, though.
Yeah. Every one of these runners is in horrible shape because they are inhaling this dust for 24 miles.
Damn.
And like I said, of the 32, only 14 of them finished.
And I guess that's the thing. Like, I'm used to dirt roads and stuff, but also I'm not running full speed the whole time.
Well, and I don't think they were running full speed either. But you know how you breathe?
Yeah, you start like gasping for air when you're really tired. So like
you and I both regularly like walk run.
Yeah.
And so you know the breathing patterns.
But if you're walking into a cloud of dust and like you're just on a dirt road in Georgia or wherever, right? You just look down, you kind of squint your eyes and you breathe through your nose.
And sometimes if it's bad enough, you pull your shirt up.
Right. A lot of people carry handkerchiefs for this reason, or you put your hat over your face.
Yeah.
If you have like literally a straw hat, you just put it over your face. Damn.
Apparently none of these people were any kind of prepared for this, which tracks because all of these people would have been like professional runners, like marathon, like people, like these were people that were prepared for a proper marathon.
Yeah.
And then they got a dirt road with no security, no blocking things off. Like one of the two of these runners, by the way, were almost late to this event because they were members of the human zoo happening at the World Trade Fair.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. That's an entire other episode, too, because I read all of this and then rabbit holed over there and was absolutely irate by the time that I came back here.
Yeah.
Racism was rampant.
Oh, very much so.
And, like, that is fucking unacceptable to me. But two of these gentlemen were, I believe, from Africa. Like, they were representatives from South Africa. And they came to run this marathon. And they almost were not allowed to because they were black.
And probably because the human zoo handlers.
Yeah, didn't want to let them out.
Yeah,
because they were an attraction.
Yes.
And
yeah, like they were very much treated as animals in a cage.
Yeah, and one of these gentlemen came to run this race. And in the process of running it, was chased a mile off the track by a pack of wild dogs.
Holy shit.
Yeah. This race...
That's bullshit. I would be really angry if I was like, man, I just came from Africa.
Yeah, and he finished
to get chased by dogs here. That is like Africa that has wild dogs.
Right? And now you're in St. Louis.
That's fucking crazy,
he finished,
dude.
By the way, he's one of the ones that finished. He finished, I believe, 12th. But like
out of 12, like goddamn.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
If you come from a place that literally has hyenas and then you run a race and you're just like, this is worse. This is worse.
Like wild dogs.
This is crazy.
So
they're giving me strychnine. There's wild dogs.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Why is the car in front of us? I don't understand.
Yes. Thank you. That's the one that got me the most. Like, you can see the dust that you're kicking up.
Yeah.
Why are you making all of these poor athletes run through your shit on top of the exhaust? So, this one man collapses, almost dies, would have died if not a bystander, having picked them up and being like, "You're dying. Let me take you to the hospital." And that is where they discovered the extensive damage that was being done, right? One guy gets chased off the track by wild dogs, and all these white-ass assholes aren't going to go help him. Fuck all of them.
Might have been their dogs. Just
one of the runners was from Cuba. And I mentioned him earlier, and I said, this fucking guy, right? This fucking guy's name is Felix, okay? And it's stuck in my head because Felix. And Felix is a postman from Cuba.
He is used to running.
So he's very used to all of this physical activity, right? Felix asked his representatives, his government, "Hey, I want to go. Can you fund me to go?" And they were like, "Fucking no."
Yeah, we're right.
And so Felix,
we are Cuba in between the time where it becomes like actually before it becomes the gambling hub that it will become.
So Felix crowdfunds his going to the Olympics, right? And he gets all of the money he needs and sets off, and he lands in New Orleans and promptly gambles all of it away. This fucking guy. Then upon realizing that he has like 2 days to get to the Olympics in St. Louis, hitchhikes from New Orleans, Louisiana, to St. Louis.
Damn.
And makes it. This man makes it just in the nick of time. Like, he shows up as the runners are lining up to run. Like, not hours ahead of time, minutes. Minutes. And this motherfucker shows up in like, go into a cafe clothes. Like, he's in, like, dress slacks, dress shirt, like, heavy boots.
Probably better, actually, for what he's about to do.
Yeah.
Like one of the first...
And a beret. I don't know why all of the stories about this man mention the beret that he was wearing.
He looked fancy.
And he apparently...
Some guy's like, what do you mean he's from Cuba? Not France? Cuba?
And apparently he's such a jaunty bro that, like, he hitchhiked from fucking New Orleans to St. Louis, and B, made friends with all the boxers. So they're like, hey, when you're done, you can come stay with us. Bet. And now it said a football player in the report that I was reading, and I'm pretty sure they meant soccer, because I was not on a U.S. newspaper when I was reading this. So it said a football player came over and was like, dude, you're gonna like overheat. Let me cut your pants so you're wearing shorts. So homie runs this entire Olympic marathon in a dress shirt, a beret, boots, and cut off shorts.
All right.
Now, Mr. Felix has main character energy.
Yeah, he looks
Felix has no team with him. Like, most of the other runners have, like, handlers and a team and shit.
Yeah.
Felix does not.
No, he just showed up. He was hoboing it the whole, like, 2 minutes ago.
Hoboed his way into the Olympics. And then proceeds to run this marathon like a side quest. Like, he's running and sees some people, like, some bystanders, watchers, like, hanging out on the sidelines, eating peaches, right? And he's like, that sounds good. I was a peaches. So he runs over all charming and jaunty and is like, can I have a peach? And they're like, ha ha ha, no. And Felix is like, ha ha ha, I steal too. And proceeds to eat the peaches on the marathon, right? And upon realizing there are no water stations anywhere except for on the 12-mile mark.
Yeah.
Somehow Felix gets water from one of the water towers.
What the fuck?
Right? Like, first of all, did you climb up it and just, like, dip in? Or is there, like, a spout? Like, how does this work?
So that used to be a thing.
Which one?
the spout.
Okay.
So trains used to pull up to water towers, and they have a spout.
So much more sense.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I thought this man climbed a water tower and just like ladled it up. Like,
No. You used to have like way back, right? So if you were around a railroad track, you had a spout for filling the steam engine. So it was like really low to the ground. You also had bathhouses underneath, sometimes underneath water, like water towers.
Tracks, because we saw that shit in Wild Wild West.
Yes. Yeah. So like that,
which is not a historical representation of anything.
No, but like those low, like not even 2-story water houses, that was a pretty common feature.
That may have been what it was, but like it is. Let me tell you the rest of this because you're gonna die. Okay, when I say Felix has main character energy, he makes it to the 12-mile mark and keeps pushing, right? And he gets further on and sees an orchard, and he's like, "I'm hungry." So he goes and steals a couple of apples from the orchard. This man just be stealing fruit.
Yeah.
Fruit thief. And he eats these apples and then belatedly realizes that these apples have rotted and kind of fermented on the branch. So he has this massive, terrible stomach ache, right? Takes a nap. On the side of the road. Middle of the marathon, takes a nap. Decides he's going to sleep off the stomach cramps. Felix.
Is this the story of the hare? Is there another guy that resembles a tortoise in some way?
Yeah, and his fuck, what's his name? It's in here.
Sullivan?
No, it's absolutely not Sullivan. Fuck Sullivan. Tom Hick is a British gentleman.
Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Okay. So it's Felix and some hick, and they're running down the road.
So Felix is just having a party of this marathon, right?
Like, yeah, because this is a joke at this point.
He's not suffering nearly as bad as any of the other guys.
No, he's got water, because peaches, like actual peaches you don't buy from a grocery store, are filled full of water. He's gotten water for the water tower. He's a little drunk off of an apple.
Takes a nap.
Yeah.
Refreshing. Felix is having a grand old time. So let's leave I want to say Monsieur Felix because my brain equates Felix with French for some reason.
Because of the fucking beret?
But and the beret, but he's Cuban.
Yeah.
So senor. So let's leave Mr. Felix with his nap.
Yeah, Mr. Navidad, they called him.
And let's step off to a couple of other runners. One of them, his last name is Lars, and I cannot remember his first name. But this guy sets off at a pretty good pace, and he's having the same experience that most of the other ones are. He's having a real hard time breathing because of all the dust. There's no water. He ain't feeling it. He's not doing great. He gives up. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Yeah.
He flags down one of the pace cars and is like, I'm done. I can't. Let me in. Gets in the pace car. And that's the end of the race for him. Until the pace car breaks down. And he decides, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. I'll just run it. It's cool. Whatever. And he gets back in the race, and then presumably, to all of the people watching, wins the marathon.
Yeah, because he's like way out in front of everyone else.
Yeah. And this motherfucker, rather than going, whoa, I am disqualified, I was in a car, lets them, like, give him all of the laurels and the medals and all of that jazz. And woo, you're the winner, until somebody else goes, hey, yo, we saw your ass in the car. You're disqualified. At which point Lars goes, JK, just kidding. It was a prank. Haha.
Right. Because it's like 50 guys in a field.
32, but yeah.
Yeah, like nobody.
And
this is becoming clearly a joke to the runners. It's unless you're trying and you're dying in the dust cloud.
We're getting there.
Dying?
Nobody died.
Okay,
God.
I was like,
but
what the fuck?
There were several, like...
Well, there's a close call with one particular South African and a pack of dogs.
So we have stepped away from Lars. Let's see. We've had fun with Felix. Felix is just on a side quest
Yeah,
at this
it's
point.
Felix took a wrong left turn at
At
Albuquerque,
Albuquerque.
and just smoking a carrot somewhere. Yeah.
I'm wondering if Bugs Bunny may not have been based on Senor Felix.
Somebody, because it seems like he's having a great time.
Apparently,
So,
he was just having a party.
Where do we go from here?
We're gonna visit our boy Tom Hicks, who is English, and will eventually be the winner of this marathon. But at what fucking cost? Because this man, this poor fucking man, realizes the fuckery that's afoot at about mile 10. When he starts asking his handlers, his team, I need water. I'm not okay. I'm cramping. I'm like, I've begun to stop sweating, which you and I both know.
Yeah, that you're in the danger zone now. Yeah,
He's not okay. Medically speaking, this man should stop right now.
right. This is why they switch out players in like football games. Right. This actual scenario. Shit. Okay. So do they?
This poor man at mile 10 starts asking his handlers for water, and they're like, we can't. You can't have water. They told us no. And poor Hicks is like, the fuck you mean no? And his handlers, for whatever reason, refuse to give him water.
Yeah, because he doesn't know about the experiment.
Yeah. As far as I could tell, none of the runners knew about the experiment that Sullivan was running on purposeful dehydration. Fuck you, you sadistic fuck.
Also, not an experiment. You're not working with the control group. You're not, like...
There is no experiment happening here. You're just killing people. So his handlers, will not give him water. They gave him a little sponge dipped in warm distilled water so he could clear his mouth. And that was it.
And then they gave him some fucking crank-ass eggnog.
And then they gave him the poison-ass fucking eggnog.
Yeah.
And at which point, through whatever combination of all of the heat stroke and dehydration symptoms this man has, they gave him the egg strychnine mixture, at which point it promptly made him lay down and beg to quit the marathon.
Yeah, because he's, like, in pain now.
Yeah. And his handlers pick him up. This happens several times throughout the course of this marathon. Of Hicks tries to quit, and his handlers won't let him. Like, to the point where they are, like, slapping him and yelling at him.
You gotta get in there, Rock.
To keep him going.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
It's insane.
Are they Mick? This is such an early 1900s thing. You're sick? Here's alcohol with a little bit of incredible poison.
It blows my mind. And they dose him with it twice.
Yikes. He's gonna have fucking ulcers from this. All right.
They dose him with it twice. And by the second time that they have given him tincture, I guess you could call it, the lights are on, but nobody's home. Like, he has gone past hallucination straight into catatonia. This man is functioning because they are carrying him. There are images of Tom Hicks literally being carried by two members of his team.
Yeah, one under each arm.
Yes.
And his legs are just working.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is how he crosses the finish line. At all. This man was not operating under his own power by the end of it.
Fuck.
And it is, by the end of the race, by the time that which, by the way, our boy Felix finishes fourth.
Yeah, he was asleep. Yeah. He was all right. You know what, though? Felix probably felt great.
Yeah, Felix was probably fucking fine.
Yeah, the dust cloud was gone. He just ran in. He had two peaches.
Couple of drunk apples.
Yeah.
He had water from water. He not only had water from the water tower, he had water from the well as well.
Yeah, because the
well
stop
as well. He was fine. But our boy Tom, once he finally passed the finish line, now there's two conflicting versions of this. There is He got there, past the finish line, and then just promptly fucking collapsed because, I mean, mood, my guy. And then there is one where they told him that he won, and then he collapsed.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one's true because I read about 6 different papers all reporting on this.
But it's pretty much like, did he collapse now or a couple seconds later?
Yeah. And he collapses, and it takes 4 doctors about 3.5 hours to revive him, to get this man like off the field and to go to get medical help.
My God.
Because remember the guy that collapsed? How the clay had essentially covered all of the mucus anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, every single one of these runners.
Damn.
Every single one of them. I fucking cannot.
You know what's crazy about clay?
Hmm.
So when you look at a clay particle under a microscope, it's really small.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a lot of clay is smaller than sand.
Yes.
And it's covered in these little pits, which is why we use it for so much stuff, is because it absorbs moisture very well,
Mm-hmm.
and it absorbs all kinds of shit really well. It's a little carbon
Now
molecule.
imagine having that in your lungs.
Yeah, it's super fine.
Yep.
It's like when you you're supposed to, like, when you actually work with like sandblasters and stuff that are not contained in a box, you're supposed to have one of those big particle masks on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez, man.
So, how long do you think this marathon took?
All right. So I said earlier that it's the ass crack of dawn and it usually ends around noon and all that stuff. But in reality, most of a marathon is actually like the setup.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets there and all that kind of shit. And you get all your stuff and you warm up and you stretch. The actual race is usually just a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
So just all kinds of people drop out, all kinds of stuff like that. Oh, Jesus.
So, this marathon, 1904, went down in history as the slowest marathon.
It's got to be +5.
Well, no. You're a little too high. 3 hours and 28 minutes
Jeez.
for professional runners
Yeah, it'd taken me way fucking long.
to do a 24-mile marathon.
That's wild.
And it went down as one of the slowest times to win a gold medal.
Yeah.
3 hours of that. 24 miles.
Running through a sand trap, taking strychnine shots, and no
With
water.
no water.
That's,
With no water in 90-degree heat.
That's fucking wild. So Sullivan's experiment, resounding failure, does
Yeah.
not make you a better athlete.
Oh, Sullivan goes on to do like 3 or 4 more other events trying to like extol white supremacy and fails at every single one of them.
Yeah, it turns out.
Sir, you are incorrect.
You know what's really dumb? Like, if this is like one thing that I can say it's very positive for the UFC, when I was a kid, people had all kinds of racial theories about who could fight and who couldn't fight and why there were more boxers that were Hispanic and all the heavyweights are black and all this kind of stuff. The UFC has proven resoundingly it does not fucking matter at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Not a qualifier of anything. Turns out how good you are at this particular sport is what it's what matters.
Yeah.
There might be a slight genetic thing in like how tall you are.
Or
Right?
perhaps muscle density.
Yeah, or like Michael Phelps has fucking double jointed knees.
Oh, yeah.
So he's real
And
good
arms.
at swimming. Yeah.
He's got
He's
seagull
a
lives.
fucking crazy freak of nature for swimming, right? But like this is not even the close to the first one I've heard about where like some athletic thing was being used for white. I mean, obviously there's the Hitler Olympics.
Yeah.
So like you're just like, man, that's oh, Jesus Christ.
I am blown away that this asshat of a human being was put in charge of an Olympic event.
You know, I've heard of this guy in context to an Olympics thing from, I think, a Dollop episode, but I've never really dove into an individual thing.
He's an incredible piece of shit. Point blank, period. So that's it. Nobody fucking died, barely. Every single one of these runners had lasting consequences from this marathon.
Yeah, it sounds like that one guy like damn near went into a coma.
Yeah.
Like,
And like now our boy Hicks would continue running. He recovered eventually. But it took I believe it took a couple of years. Like he doesn't pop up again in like race history until like 1906.
jeez.
And that was another marathon, and I believe, if I recall correctly, he finished first place. Um, don't quote me on that. I would have to look him back up.
Still though, that's why like oh, sniffles.
I
You know what the funniest thing about like the Olympics that I've ever heard? So this is one of my favorite people ever.
Hmm.
During several, this happened a couple of times, but very famously, the Munich Olympics, right?
Mhm.
The Hitler Olympics. America sent over a guy named Jim Thorpe. Jim Thorpe is a indigenous American, of which nation I don't know off the top of my head. He got there. Someone stole his shoes. Another guy. This is track and field. Another guy offered him a spare pair because sometimes other people are just cool like that.
Oh, I've read about this guy. I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're about to tell me. Please, pray, go on.
He fucking dominated everything he ever did.
In 2 different shoes that did not fit.
Yeah. And I think he was a decathlete.
Yeah.
And he was just excellent. I mean, like, but it's so funny to me because the whole point of what a lot of these people are trying to do is prove that like white people were some kind of super race that would dominate every sport and all this kind of stuff. And the person they thought is like the most non-evolved human being or whatever in their weird pseudoscience, right? Would have been a native person, an indigenous person to America. And then he fucking crushes everything.
Yeah.
Because he had been doing a lot of this shit since he was a little kid. He had always ran places, right? Like that.
Yeah.
That was the thing. And then of course, like several other instances where the Germans did not win, like in sprint, it was another American, and so a black American actually. So like that Jesse Owens, I believe. So like that's fuck them, right? Like it's really stupid.
1000% fuck them. Like I don't.
It never made it. It will never make any fucking sense, and it doesn't even make in their weird little pseudoscience crap. It still doesn't make any sense because if you're just like highly evolved or dominant race, it was like to do what though? You're built for low light environments in high altitudes with cold wind. That's why our noses are so thin.
Yeah.
And why, like, a lot of us have kind of narrow eyes and why we have very pale skin. It's because we're from a place.
And we're oily.
Yeah, where it's cold, wet, and dark. You know, like, so what's your, you know, like,
what do you
long ship rowing? What's your sport? Like,
yeah, I don't.
What's your thing? You know, like,
I can't track or, like,
yeah,
fathom any of this shit. Like, the more I read about this Sullivan guy, the more I was like, why didn't anybody lynch this asshole?
Because it would have been normal at the time.
Ugh.
I mean, like, also people used to do all kinds of weird shit. The strychnine thing, as much as I like, made fun of that, I was like, what? Right? That's not the first time I've heard of medicinal doses with like arsenic or strychnine in them. The after eating, that's where I first heard of that.
It blows my fucking mind.
And it reminds me of the Hunger Games thing.
Oh yeah,
where they're eating. I can't eat another bite, and then they drink this little thing to go like Ipecac solution to go throw up so they can eat more. But like, I've never heard of it being used on athletes. That was supposed to be like a dinner party.
Dehydrating your athlete.
No, that's some stupid thing that he must have come up with.
Absolute fuck in 90-degree heat on a dusty road, unpaved dusty road.
Your body will tell you that's a fucking bad idea. Like, if you've done any level of sport, you go like, fuck, I can't go on unless I get some water. Like,
yeah. So you see why this one stopped me dead in my tracks last night, right?
That's crazy.
Like,
people coughing up blood, fucking wild dogs.
Yeah.
A marathon in a dust storm. That's crazy. That's the super fucking
and strychnine. Crazy. Just a little bit of glitter on top. Because reasons. What?
Yeah.
Strychnine and brandy. The egg white thing I can almost get because eggs are protein.
See, to me, that's worse. Because it's going to curdle in your stomach. You know, like,
Yeah.
it's not going to sit well. At least the brandy would numb you a little. Like, that's. Ugh.
Bruh. The whole thing. The whole thing. So the 1904 Olympics went down in history as just an absolute shit show. Like.
That's a postcard. Look, though. The guy, like, coughing up blood on the side of the road. See you in St. Louis.
Oh, St. Louis, pay my hospital bill.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God. So yeah, that's the thing. This guy's this guy was a fucking psychopath. A dumb one. Hydration is important. Hydration is so important.
I also want to know what the hell else happened. Like, I'm going to have to go do some reading.
Please, because reading it was like.
Yeah, because this is one event.
Yeah.
This is just the start.
Yeah. This wasn't even the whole thing. Like, now granted, this is most famous shit that happened in the 1904 Summer Olympics. Like, this is the one, like, if you type in 1904 Olympics, it's going to come up with the marathon shit.
I mean, if this is any indication, the rest of some of these are the track and field guys that are going to keep going and trying to do shit. Can you imagine?
Well, not after this. They can't breathe.
Yeah.
Their lungs are covered in clay.
It's going to be the most fucking sad hammer throw of all time. It's going to go like 2 meters and just die.
I fucking can't, dude. Like, you almost killed a man. So yeah, that's the story. That is my Morbid Monday. Some white supremacist asshole tried to kill 32 men because he didn't want to give them water.
That was a great story.
The Olympics. Shit show. Yeah.
I'm going to think about that the next time I watch a marathon and be like, you guys know nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow, and thank God. Dude,
you could be huffing exhaust in a sandstorm while doing shots of strychnine.
It fucking, right?
While a comical asshole sleeps next to the side of the road and keeps stealing your fruit. Like
that one was fucking hilarious. And then some other poor schmuck gets chased by dogs.
That's pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
Having been chased by dogs, that's pretty.
Yeah.
And I was on a bike.
And this guy was on foot.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, that was the 1904 Summer Olympics. Fuck off, Sullivan.
St. Louis.
Hunger Games.
Like, yeah.
I got that. It feels very Hunger Games to me. Listen, Linda. Dehydration can, in fact, kill you.
Yeah, you could die.
You can die so easily. Like I told you earlier that, like, you know, the average Joe can die without water in 3 days, and that is your optimal best case circumstance. That is you lying around, not sweating, not working, just laying there.
And when people say that, like, well, I don't drink water ever, I don't drink water ever. I drink, like, I very rarely drink a lot of fluids at all. Like, that's an energy drink over there, and I very rarely drink water. We get it from our food.
Yeah.
So, like, everyone has to have water. You have to have constant amounts of water. And there's, like, bro, it's gonna hurt. That's the thing, is, like, nobody ever talks about, if you watch an ultra marathon, when somebody gets a cramp from dehydration, they cry and, like, scream out loud. Like, their leg bends up all crazy.
Like,
it's
you can
nuts.
see the cramp happening under their skin and the muscle.
Yeah, it's wild looking.
So, some of you may be aware of, like, the pinch test. Like, where you pinch the back of your hand to make sure that your skin snaps back with elasticity. That elasticity comes from the moisture in your skin. So if your skin stays pinched up or steepled at all, you're de-fucking hydrated. Go hydrate. Or if you press into your skin anywhere, and you know, when you press and then, like, it's white and then it goes back to flesh tone, that's called a capillary response. And your capillary response should be instant. Like, you have that moment of white and then it should go straight back to flesh color.
Right.
And, like, if it's more than, like, a 2 or a 3 count, you are dehydrated.
Yeah.
Go drink water.
Either you were dehydrated or you have lymphedema.
Or you have lymphedema, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So other things
yeah,
that
or
are,
very much the opposite.
or you have too much water, which is unfortunate, and I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So other symptoms for dehydration, like for dangerous dehydration that you need to watch out for if you are outside running a marathon in a dust storm with strychnine shots: lightheadedness, ceasing to sweat, which is also a symptom of heat stroke, by the way.
yeah.
Confusion, dizziness, dry mouth, which I would never know because I have dry mouth all the time because I don't know how to shut up. An increased or decreased heart rate. So if your pulse is too low or too high, hydrate. Fatigue. I think I already said lightheadedness. Oh, and not pissing.
Yeah, that was actually what caused Gatorade to be like in there. They did a commercial with the guys that made it, like the OG Gatorade, which was from Florida University. Their team is called the Gators, the Florida Gators, which is why it's called Gatorade. Yeah, and what was happening is that at halftime the players weren't using the restroom, and one of the coaches asked why, and then they go like, "We just don't ever need to," and so he was asking about it because he understood that means there wasn't any water in their body, even though they were drinking water. But of course, hydration isn't just water; it's salt, and that's what Gatorade is. It's salt. It's not like salt water, but it's like it's water and electrolytes are salt.
Electrolytes. It's what the plants crave.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks, babe. Love you too.
Sometimes people look at that movie and essentially they go like, it's prophetic. It's like it's exactly how the world's going to turn out. But the thing is, like, it's kind of a eugenicist movie.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
thank you for joining me on this infuriating journey through the Olympics and one sadistic fucks.
You must have read a lot of other shit about this guy. Because, like, this is crazy.
It was the white
and
supremacy bullshit that, like, it's peppered in.
Yeah.
Through all of his shit. Like, look him up later, and you're going to be as mad as I was. And, like, the thing is that he was not very well liked either.
Oh, I don't imagine so. I imagine the, like, sports authorities of the world were really pissed off about this.
Yeah, he almost killed 32 people. So, yeah, that's the 1904 Summer Olympics. Please enjoy. It's awful.
Imagine that, like, Wheaties box shot with, like, the guy that finally made it over the thing, biting the gold medal. Like, did you know?
I want to show you the picture of poor Tom Hicks.
But he's all, like, fucked up and, like, people are holding him up.
Yeah.
Instead of biting it, it's just kind of, like, limply hanging out of his mouth.
Look at this.
She's going to show me.
Poor man. He's literally being carried over.
Fuck, what?
Yeah.
I'm looking at a photo of this guy. He looks like he was freed from Auschwitz. And that's not like, that's not me making a joke. I mean, that's what this photo looks like. He's like wearing cutoff shorts.
But it's not Felix.
No, but it's an old it's a running type shorts and shirt, but like what they would have called that in the like 1900s.
He has ceased to sweat. There is no moisture on
You know
this
what's
man
crazy?
anywhere.
These clothes are probably like linen or wool.
Yeah.
Because guys used to wear just wool.
Well, yeah, tropical weight wool is fine. Like,
but still not modern.
Oh, no, not any of the sweat wicking or spandex or anything that we would use today.
But damn, like.
He looks miserable.
He looks bad.
Like,
his
the lights are on, but nobody's home.
It doesn't help, too, that the like pixelation of the photo makes his head actually look like a skull.
Blown up. Like, it's bad.
Fuck, okay. Yeah, they're just driving in like Studebakers.
Yeah.
In front of them. There's a photo from the back, from the perspective of the car while he's running down the road.
Like, this poor man.
Jesus
I understand
Christ.
why it took you 2 years to do any more running.
Oh, shit. Here's a picture of the dogs. What the fuck? It's a hound. It's a basset hound.
Pack of wild dogs.
There's a guy who has fallen flat on his face. There's a bunch of bystanders cheering them on. There's just fruit in the road. And there's a dog running in the street.
Word probably got to him about Felix.
This shit is crazy. What the absolute fuck? There's a bunch of women who kind of vaguely look like Eleanor Roosevelt on the side of the road.
One of the Roosevelts
Jesus.
gave away the medal to what's his fuck Lars. Oh my god, look at this poor man. Look at him. He's not okay.
God damn! Wow, this is right at the end.
Yeah.
Jesus, I said like Auschwitz. He looks like he's a survivor of a camp. Everybody else is wearing like Windsor knotted ties. He's wearing like a sash, and he looks like he's looking over the corner trying to look cool. But he kind of looks like if Daniel Craig had lost like all of his body weight.
You know who he looks like? He looks a little bit like H.P. Lovecraft.
Just a little.
Just a smidge. Like, he looks like he has seen some shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because at this point, he has survived some shit.
He's definitely seen some shit. And then there's a guy over on the side that roughly looks like fucking Rembrandt.
Yeah! With that mustache.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah. That is my story. That is today's Morbid Monday.
All right.
With a little side of my rage. Sprinkled on top, just for flavor.
Jeez, I can't believe we found a picture of the fucking dog. Like,
bruh.
Just another roar.
Dude, the whole thing is wild. I very much encourage all of you to have a peek at this. Like, if nothing else, just look at like the Wikipedia or pull up the pictures from it.
I also noticed not one picture. We know
either of the
of any person of color.
Yeah.
They're all of the same four guys. Which I get is
dust.
Jesus Christ, you can't even see the back.
Dust.
They're driving all around them. There's just people waving and shit.
It's fucking crazy. Like, that they just... Who thought that was a good idea? Oh my god, you poor guy.
Right. I'm going to shut this down.
All right. Thank you for joining us. I do appreciate you. Brian, thank you for reacting exactly as I needed you to react.
Just... This guy's going to be like, and now for our next test, everybody's going to run, but we're going to start with whipped cream enemas or something. Like, just
fucking whiskey enemas.
Jesus Christ. All right.
It's what Uranus needs. All right, we're done. We're done. Thank you. Goodbye.
Hey, this is Brian from Morbid Mondays. If you like the show, please consider stopping by at our Ko-fi account. That's ko-fi/Morbid Mondays. It's $1 a month, or just any one-time tip. And if you would like to help us fund our future endeavors or just want to show a little bit of appreciation, awesome. Thank you so much for listening. And if you don't. Whatever. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening.